Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, then welcome. My name is Caitlin. Um, so in this video, I'm sorry that it's a day late, but I'm actually going to do my Storytime Friday. My Storytime Friday is going to actually be about my delivery of Eliana. Last week I did my story about finding out I was pregnant. So this story is going to be about giving birth. So yeah, let's get into it. So on February 12th, which was a Wednesday, she was born on Thursday. I went into the hospital. I was scheduled for a induction, only because my blood pressure was high in one visit to the doctors, and they were worried about preeclampsia and all this other stuff. So I got tested for preeclampsia, didn't have it, but I still was induced. So I went in that day, got my bands, filled out my paperwork for Eliana and for myself. Went in to the hospital. I think I had to be there at 10:30. I didn't actually get into a room until 11. So I went into one room. This was actually a room that I would go into for my prenatal non-stress test thing, where they hook up this monitor to your belly, monitor the heartbeat, monitor the kicks, monitor the contractions if you're having any, which I didn't have any, and I wasn't dilated, nothing was going on. So I got checked there. They wanted to give me the medication to induce me at that point, but I didn't get that until like 1 p.m. that day. So I got it at 1 p.m. They put this like pill thing in your vagina to try and dilate you. Nothing happened. They checked me like 3 hours later, nothing happened. So they gave me another one. I want to say about 2 a.m. They came in and wanted to do a balloon. Put this balloon in you, it takes you from 0 centimeters to 4 centimeters dilated. No, I was a centimeter dilated, my bad. So it takes you from 1 centimeter to 4 centimeters dilated. So I agreed to this, but before this, I was like, you know what, let me take some kind of medication, because if it's going to be really bad like they say it is, I'd rather take that. So they gave me some type of, I don't remember the name of it, but it was a pain killer that they gave me, some type of pain medication. It makes you out of it. Your stomach hurts, like you could feel the cramps, but you're completely out of it, like to like the point where you can't scream or do anything about it. So I was actually kind of falling asleep at that point before they came in, and they blew up this balloon. It's called a Foley, and stuck it in me. Within 2 to 3 minutes after that, after they left, I started feeling really bad contractions. Like I was screaming in pain, crying in pain. It seemed like hours before they came in, but it probably was only minutes. When they finally came in, they told me they couldn't take it out, but had asked me if I wanted an epidural. An epidural would numb me from the waist down, and I agreed to that. So they came in, they gave me that. They put the needle in my back, gave me my first round of it, and oh my God, it felt amazing. They gave me a catheter, so they came in every once in a while to empty out the bag and stuff like that. So yeah, I had that for a while. So my mother-in-law came back into the hospital around 5 a.m. I was in so much pain that I was just crying for her, so she ended up coming into the room and being in the room during delivery as well. So I want to say about 8 a.m. I woke up and I was talking, feeling a lot better, feeling a little dizzy, a little bit out of it, and then stuff like that, but mostly okay. So I felt my water break, I want to say around 11 a.m. So nobody came in and checked me. So instead what had happened was I got this peanut ball, which is huge, and it goes in between your legs. Really uncomfortable, very uncomfortable, but you had to put it in between your legs because it helped you dilate and helped your cervix open, whatever. So I get told, you have to wait until you feel like you have to poop. Once you feel like you have to poop, that means that you're ready to start pushing and stuff. So I said, okay. So this nurse sat down next to me and was cutting a hat for Eliana and making a little bow for it. So this way here they could tell that she was a girl and not just any kind of, you know, mystery baby. So she was making the hat for her, and I want to say about 2 p.m. I started really feeling like I had to poop. Like, for real. So I finally got checked and I was 10 centimeters dilated and it was time for me to start pushing. I pushed from 2:10 to 3:01 p.m. and at 3:01 p.m. Eliana was born. She weighed 8 pounds, 6 ounces at birth, 21 inches long. Healthy, beautiful baby girl across the board. Then, yeah, so she was born Thursday, February 13th. The next day, February 14th, Valentine's Day, was my grandmother's birthday. So it was kind of very special. She was born the day before. She didn't actually share my grandmother's birthday, but that's fine. But on the 13th, 14th, Friday. Friday was our last full day in the hospital, or my last full day there. So Saturday morning, the 15th, they were doing a whole bunch of, you know, blood work on Eliana. I found out that she had, what is it called? Her skin was very yellow. There's a name for it. I forget the name off the top of my head. But she actually had to get tested again later on that night. So I stayed there until like 6 o'clock, hoping that she would be all right and that we can go home. That her color was changing and stuff. It didn't happen. She got tested again and the number increased actually. So she ended up having to stay the night without me. Poor baby. So I called she actually went into a nursery room where there was blue lights and like multiple babies were underneath the blue lights too, which made me feel a lot better that it just wasn't her in there by herself underneath these lights. There was like 5 babies in this room underneath the blue lights and all the lights were off, which made me feel so much better. So Sunday, the 16th, we went into the hospital to see her. Plus, I also had the nursery number, so I would always call, give them my wrist number, and tell them who I am, and I would get the update on Eliana. So Sunday I went in, and it was we got there early morning, and we were waiting just to hear about what her numbers were. They were still high, but because of each day from 3 p.m. on, the numbers it didn't matter, the numbers, because it would go by the day that they, like how old they were by the day. So by 3:01 p.m., you know, whatever her number was, it kept going up, down, it kept fluctuating. So there was like no way knowing, like I was nervous that she was going to stay there for a long time. But luckily enough, around 6 p.m. that night, it dropped. So I was able to bring her home. Taking her home was nerve-wracking, but you know, I also liked it too because I had a third degree laceration, which means I ripped from front to back. Today she's actually 4 months old, so 4 months ago this happened, and I'm so happy it's over. So with third degree laceration, my recovery was absolutely horrible because anytime you had to have a bowel movement, it hurt. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It was painful. But yeah, I was less breastfeeding, so it really wasn't fun. I was in the bathroom like for hours trying to do it. Not something I ever want. Like, if I ever have a kid again, I hope that I don't have to deal with that. But actually, towards the end, I figured out an easy way how to handle that. And if you guys want that video, just leave in the comments and I'll give you that update video on how I got through it. But I did. And now 4 months later, I feel great. It took up until, I want to say, a week after she turned 3 months, like my 3-month postpartum is really, like my 3rd month is like when it really went away and I was able to like do everything normal again. Before then, it was awful. But But that's like my only bad thing about afterbirth is that, but besides that, everything was smooth sailing delivery, healthy baby girl. She's now 4 months old today. So yeah, all's good. So that's my story time for Friday, guys. If you like to give a thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notified anytime I upload. Hope you guys are enjoying your Saturday. I'm sorry that this is a day late, but this is my story time Friday. Okay, bye guys.